Hey FAA, I'm right back at you with random thoughts this week. It's not picks and predictions yet. I'll bring those later on. Broadcasting live from London, England. Today, I'm in a hotel room about the size of a bathroom. So, I got a big house with no furniture. Now I got a lot of furniture in a small room. So I can't get it right. But one of these days, I'm gonna get it right. Have you guys over. We're gonna have a big FAA party. We can do it anywhere. We can do it internationally. We can do it locally. We'll do it somewhere though. We're gonna have a good time. A couple random thoughts I just wanted to put out there. First, random thoughts video cast. The Central. I know there's some anomaly. I know that the Central has 77 points. I know that the East is averaging 73 and the West is averaging 72. I know that's an anomaly. I know that Honolulu and Tokyo threw up 50s and really bombed out in the first week. So technically, the Central's the highest scoring division. But I'm here to tell you, in case you forgot, you guys suck. You guys suck. Your division is terrible. Your division came out and went 1-3 in the week where you actually led all divisions in scoring. You guys can't do anything right. You can't win for losing. And who's the only team that won in the Central? Sewickley. And what has Sewickley done over the last 3 years? They have run away with the division title each year. You guys stink. Stink. Every single one of you. Every single one of us is dumber for having played you. Mount Lebanon, 3 first round picks. Do you think you might be able to beat the guy who did his entire draft with a draft card? Do you think you might be able to get close to a guy who selected Maurice Jones-Drew and then followed up with Fred Taylor in the second round? You were at the draft live and in person. You had 3 picks in the first round. How about stepping up and getting a little closer to the guy who had his card on draft card? Aliquippa, did you really, really come into the game thinking you would do a good job if you scored 70, 75 points? Are you crazy? Do you not know that you're playing the New York Clients? You can't come in planning to score 70 and beat the Clients. You lose by 20 when you do that. That makes no sense. Did I really go out and have my quarterback get hurt 8 minutes into the first quarter? Did I really start 2 tight ends? Did I really have a 40 plus point lead at the end of Sunday's action and won by nearly 30 points? Aliquippa, you don't only embarrass yourself, you embarrass me. I feel like giving half refunds to all the fans who came and watched that travesty that you put on called a football game. Your team is really, really bad. You just came out and said you're going to win 8 games this year. You'd be lucky to win 8 games over the next 8 seasons. Your team sucks. Albany, let's be real. You scored 85 points, so I don't want to hear any chest pounding. You had a good fight. You fought with Carcamo. You gave Carcamo no respect. You talked trash all off season. You talked trash during the draft. You talked trash during the build up to the season. You talked trash on Saturday. You talked trash Sunday when the results come in. Heck, on Monday when there was only 2 games left, you were still talking trash. And Kark slapped you across the face. First with the open hand, he came and whap. Then he came back with the backhand, whap. Then he hit a spin move, came all the way around, whop, whop. Smacked you several times, embarrassed you on your home field, made fun of you, laughed at you, and he just set you up for an 0-2 start because you're going into New York this week. You're not winning the game. Tokyo, Honolulu, way to start off by putting up 50 points apiece. I love when you guys start slow because I plan on having my foot on both of your throats by week 7 of this year. There's no point in taking it easy. I'm glad the only 2 teams that beat me during the regular season actually started slow because I need to get out in front of you guys so I can figure out what I'm going to do now that I have the best player in the league who's out with an injury. For the East Division, I got to tell you, Norfolk, I don't get it. I mean, I'm making big money because I always bet Norfolk to win the close games, so I'm in on the trend, but I don't get it. You win close games all the time. You win ugly games all the time. This guy has the best fantasy football defense since Buddy Ryan. I've never heard anything like it. Nobody can put up a good game against this guy. Whatever it is, it's worked. It's led to multiple championships. The guy is constantly taking people down, and whenever there's a close game, he wins it. Puts up 78 points and wins the game. That's what he does. Imperial, you gotta win, but ooh, that was ugly looking. It was not that impressive. You probably wouldn't won against most teams this week with a 69, but a win's a win. I'm sure you'll take it. You gotta take it. The more things change, the more things stay the same. At the end of the day, if you look at the East Division, you got Jersey, who was sitting right up there in the championship game last year. You got Norfolk, who won the championship. and you got Imperial sitting up there with 1 win. On the West, you got New York, who's been the class of the West Division for the last couple years. Henderson, who has his split personality. 1 week he's the top scorer, the next week he's the lowest scorer. Literally, check the records. He was actually on both the highest scoring and lowest scoring list in FAA history. And then you have Tokyo, who just can't get it right ever since Ronnie Brown got hurt, and just hasn't. The Reggie Bush train is just leading him all over the place. And you got Honolulu, who started off 0-5 last year and started off just as miserably this year. For the Central, I've already went over that. There's only one team in the Central. We should really call that Sewickley and 3. That'd probably be the best way to approach this going forward. Later on, we're going to come back with the picks and predictions. Last week, I was 5-1 on picks. So for all the people talking about, oh, you misjudged me, you weren't fair, I'm going to prove you wrong. At the end of the day, I'm right, you're wrong. You better look again.